Hello, people. So I was going to do a show today about how these informants go into other channels. I'm not other channels. Let me rephrase that. They go into channels that are established and where the people that run them are not rats. They take these channels over. They have these people defend them against people who are attacking the rats. And then today, when I was doing this, it kind of worked out weird because I had another podcaster basically attack me for going after Frank Fortolino. So I'm going to play what he said. I'm going to play it on my phone into the mic because if I put him up on the screen, I'm sure he'll try to get that shut down or put a strike against me. And so I'm going to answer this guy. And I'm going to go over exactly what he said, people. Here's what it is. Let's start this. This is Jeff Nadeau.
To defend a friend on YouTube. And I try to stay out of this type of stuff. However, I felt it important to come on here and address a friend of mine who I got to know over the last year or so.
First of all, he says he tries to stay out of this stuff, but he is in other people's chats. He's up on their screens all the time. So, Jeff, you do not try to stay out of this stuff. You're part of this stuff. You're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. You're one of the people that give people like Frank Fortolino and these other guys like John A. Light and stuff. You give them a place to go. But we'll get into that. But let's play. You know. I hope you don't think that you're going to get the hit on me without me hitting you back, Jeff.
And I consider him a friend at this point. And in my life, when you're friends with me and I'm friends with you, I defend you. And lately, I've heard some things about this individual, and I'm pretty sickened about it. I'm very unhappy about it. It's not right, and it's wrong. Okay, it's that simple. I understand that this YouTube stuff can be a bit dramatic at times. There are people that come on here and look for exclusive drama. They look to start problems with people. They look to create animosity between creators and fans. They look to create animosity between the former guys that were in that life. And there are a couple of guys that are in that life that are on here that do sow a lot of deceit between people. But there's one person that stays to himself.
Yes, Jeff, there are quite a few people that not a few, quite a few of the rats that go on our platforms and try to get us to fight with one another. Right now, you're about to defend one against me. So, Jeff, you say you know this guy for a year. You've known me for a year and a half. You've had so many ups and downs, just like I have. So we'll just keep on playing that.
He doesn't go out and search for interviews. In fact, he's only really been featured on me and Tom LaVecchia's show, quite honestly, and maybe one or two others. It's our friend Frank Fortolino. Recently, he's been attacked by certain channels and content creators.
Have enough guts to say it. Lee Cole 3 attacked Frank Fortolino. Why did Lee Cole 3 attack Frank Fortolino? Because one, you guys don't represent him correctly. You guys don't exactly talk about what his career was really about. You glorify him like he was some big mobster. He was not a big mobster. Okay? And that's what yesterday's show was part of. So we'll keep going from there.
I shouldn't even call them creators. They're not content creators. They are people with cameras that turn them on and pretend they're.
Can you imagine this little prick telling us that we're not content creators, but he's a content creator? This is a guy that's been with Barstool. This is a guy who's a failure at his business as a handicap bettor. And he's going to come out here and he's trying to insinuate, I turn on my camera and I get on here. That's what he's trying to insinuate. So, we're going to get into this, Jeff. You may not like what I have to say, but I really don't care because you've been doing a lot of deceitful stuff behind the scenes here. So don't play Mr. Innocent.
And they're content creators. They're not content creators. They have no business talking about this content and should stay out of it. That being said, this is not a personal attack. This is me sticking up for a friend. Regardless.
So listen to what this snake just said, that they have no right to talk about this. Why do you have more right than me, Jeff? What do you know about the mob? Have you ever even worked for anybody in the mob? Who did you know before you came into this business? You are continuously mocked, Jeff, for being a guy that gets all your information off Wikipedia. And every time that you are upset about something, you attack. This is the second time that you've attacked me now. You attacked me about 4 months ago, and I hit back at you. But, you know, we're going to get into all that stuff.
Regardless of what you think about Frank Ferdolino personally and the decisions he made in that life, there's something important you need to understand. They were his decisions, not yours. I know that there are grown adults on YouTube that have this holier than thou attitude because they didn't sit down with the government. Listen, the truth of the matter is, whether you agree or disagree with this decision, it was his decision and his decision only. I'm not really sure why the continued parade of trying to prove these people wrong is your goal.
Okay, so I'm guessing that Jeff SCAMDU is now officially a member of the Rat Pack. Is that if Jeff? Now you're going to defend these guys. This is what I'm understanding. So you're going to take your 30,000, mostly not real subs, and you are going to attack other people in defense of the rats. See, I was going to do a show today, Jeff, and the show is going to be based on how these rats, and I'm going to go by whether it's Anthony Arlotta, Jimmy Calandra, Bobby Luisi, John Panisi, A-Light, your new best friend. You know, John A-Light, that one right there, your new best friend that you want to interview. Bill Catullo, Larry Mazza. I want to say Mikey Scars because I don't think Mikey Scars would sit down with you, Jeff. He would sit down with someone that's much better at what they do, like your friend RJ. He's a much higher level, higher quality. And he doesn't go hanging out in these chat rooms insulting people like you do. Gene Barillo, now that you've interviewed him, I've interviewed him. We have different opinions of him. So you can have your opinion of him. I'll have my opinion of him. I've dealt with him a lot longer than you, and he was never straight with me in the end. And Sammy Gravano. Now you got Sammy Gravano interview coming out tomorrow, Jeff. And you're bragging about it to high heaven. Bless you. I'm glad you got it. I'm sure Barstool got it for you. But you are officially what this show's about. You are a rat whisperer. You are now on the side of the rats. You are not about the mob any longer. You have sided with the anti-mob. The people that put real mobsters away in prison are the people that you're bringing up on your show now, and you're parading them through now. Frank Ferdolino, you come to his aid. Okay, I can understand that. He's your friend, but you're exaggerating about him. I read an article where he admitted when he got busted the very first time, he admitted to the feds that he made coffee for the guys. Even the feds said that he was the lowest level of all the people that was arrested. It was basically hearsay that he used to go after Joe Messina. So why don't you say that stuff? Why are you so anti-Gotti? Okay, I'll give you. You talk crap about John Gotti. John Gotti wasn't a rat. You might have your differences with Junior. You might say he was a rat, but that's your opinion. People say it. But how about John Sr.? How many views have you gotten off the Gotti name? And now you're going to parade around another Gotti member, Sammy Gravano. Okay, let's play a little bit more of this.
That's what makes me and all of you different. Most of you are just looking for drama. I'm looking to tell the history of the mafia. And all of these people have intimate looks into that life, ones that I don't have. And they're
okay. Now, if you're not looking for drama, why do you go on these other shows and attack people? You literally went on other podcasts and attacked me because you didn't agree with the show that I did. You attack other podcasters. You don't like drama? Do you remember the time that you started that whole thing of drama with Jeff Canarsie? You started that. You called me up. You started it. So for you to say that you don't like drama, you're full of it. You're living in another world. You're trying to be something you're not, Jeff. And that's a professional. Because a professional, this is the second time you've come after me, Jeff. The second time. And you should know by now that I'm not going to accept this. I'll tell people how I feel. You'll tell people how you feel. But the fact of the matter is, you are no one to tell me that I don't deserve to be here. I worked hard to build my show to this point. Okay. And when I put up my shows, I don't have 300 views at 8 a.m. and 30,000 the next day on a video. That doesn't happen to me. I work hard for every view. That happens to you, though. So we can keep on talking, Jeff. And if you're going to come after me, you know who you're talking to. Be man enough, like I'm man enough with you, Jeff Nadu, to say your name. Because that just pisses me off twice as much. And I'll come after you twice as hard. Mr. Nobody deserves to be in the mob genre than 5'2" Jeff Nadu. You're a clown, dude. So, but I'll keep on playing your clown stuff. Okay. Well, I wanted to play as much as that as I can for you. I really don't want to listen to him. But this is just what Jeff Nadu does, people. He is now the spokesman, the lawyer, the upfront face of the Rat Squad. He uses his platform to platform them. He uses platform to protect them. He uses his platform to go after anybody else that talks about them. But Jeff Nadu, you are a public figure. You've been a public figure before you came into this. And you act like you're coming in like some kind of gentleman. You have never been considered the gentleman. You were a joke at Barstool. They mocked you, made fun of you at Barstool. They pulled practical jokes on you at Barstool. I've seen shows where everybody at Barstool said they couldn't stand you. And when you weighed 300-400 pounds, you used to fight with people that had opinions, and you used to say horrible things like you want to do stuff to their mother. Do I need to put that stuff up on you, Jeff? See, here's what you have to understand, Jeff. You do this for a career. I do this because I enjoy doing it. I'm a lot older. I can't make a career out of this. You can. But you need to pick and choose who you're going to go after. Because if you're going to go after me, I'm going to come right back at you, Jeff. But do me a favor, Jeff. I know this is going to be difficult for you to do. I want you to be a man and say my name. Okay? Don't drop hints. People are attacking Frank Fortolino. And then you say, oh, these guys made mistakes, that they murdered people. How come with the Rats, it's always that they murdered somebody, but it was a mistake? Do you understand, Jeff, that I know you don't because, you know nothing about the street, brother. You've never been in the street. You've always had the silver spoon. So let's say that right there. How come it is when, I'll give you a hint. Okay, let's start here. Anthony Aralotta. Okay, so I did 2 shows on him. You haven't defended him yet. I'm surprised. And what did I get? 60 threats. 60 threats toward me for doing the show. And he's killed people. And he makes excuses for why he killed people. Jimmy Calandra. Did he kill somebody with his hand? No, but he killed somebody at a doorway and he was responsible for the murder as much as that person pulling the trigger to the gun. And what does he say? He says that, he didn't mean it. But somebody's life is gone, and Jimmy Calandra has attacked me over and over again, said things about my brother, that my brother should rot in hell, and he doesn't even know my brother. And another guy that you're cozying up to, John A. Light. John A. Light. Let's get back into John A. Light. You brought John A. Light on the show a couple months ago to go after me. Do you remember that? And then you begged him for an interview. The same guy that you've been attacking for over a year. You literally said, John, can I get an interview from you at the end of your conversation with him? And that was the show where you were attacking me. So people, this guy's using his format to attack another creator. And he has a pretty big format. Sure, he buys subs, but he still gets quite a few people that actually like his stuff. He gets quite a few people that watch his videos. So he thinks that he has the right to attack my platform. That's a dumb mistake, Jeff, because I won't allow it. Okay. Bill Catullo, I'm sure you're his buddy now. Never murdered nobody, but's running around like a gangster. He's in all these chat rooms. Everybody that would accept him. That's what these guys do. That's what these rats do. They go to the place that they can take advantage of. They throw them a few bucks, and they're accepted, and they're loved. And all these guys have done their whole life is use the system. And then when it came time for them to take their medicine like a man, what did they do? They ratted. They put their friends in prison. They ratted out best friends. They ratted out family members. They ratted out people that were close to them that they claimed they loved. Your boy, a matter of fact, Mikey Scars, he loved John Jr. He loved John, but he sat down and he put all these men in prison, which you don't seem to really care about. All you care about is that a guy like me hurts Frank Fortolino's feelings. So let me explain to you what provoked this with me and Frank. I really don't know much about Frank. I really didn't want to even talk about Frank. Once before, he kind of poked us. And that's when I had my other partner. And recently, he was in some clowns on some clown show. I'm not going to name him, but he is a clown. And he made the statement that I kidnapped a woman and we should try to get a hold of the woman for an interview. That's what he said. Someone that's very dear in my life, someone that I talk to all the time, that was someone in my family that Frank Fortolino wanted to contact. So basically what Frank Fortolino did was threaten me. And I responded to him like I'm responding to you right now, Jeff. You stand up for these guys. You put John A. Light on your show right after he said that my partner and I go to McDonald's to grab kids, kidnap kids. That was a couple months ago. And then you had him on to attack me. Something's wrong here, Jeff. Something's wrong that you're defending these people that say these weird, freaky things to go against other content creators. This content creator is not going anywhere. This content creator will not last you because of your age, of course. I'll be gone and you'll still be doing this. But for you to say you don't even know why I'm here for little twerps like you. I'm here for little guys like you that have had little man complexes their whole life and hate the world. And you get behind the mic and you're the tough guy. So you're a little man with a mic. And that's the second time that you attacked me. And I'm really being nice to you right now, Jeff. There's other shows that attack me, and I don't really attack them back. You know why? Because I don't take them serious. They're not going to do anything to my show. But when you, an established, and you are established, I'll give you that. When you're an established show, and your name is Jeff Nadeau, and you come after me and you don't have enough guts to say my name because you're a coward, then I have a problem with you, Jeff Nadeau. Take this show any way you want, Jeff, but really think hard before you come after me, because next time I come back at you, it's going to be 5 times harder. You keep defending the rats that are using you. What would they want with you? Do they hang out with you? Do you have dinner with them? What would they possibly want with you? You've taken your channel in a direction that you are an official channel for rats. You are going to use all their BS and put it out there. You're going to be one of the ones to say what they did in the streets, how they did it. You have no idea what they did in the streets. 99% of what these guys say to you, you believe. And you're probably going to continue doing this. And I'm letting you off easy right now, Jeff. The old Lee would have came on and did a live show and went at you, but I don't need to do that now because I'm trying to be a more serious show, Jeff, and drop videos. But then when little creepers like you come along and attack me for my opinion on rats, my opinion on Frank Fortolino, my opinion on Jimmy Clandra, Anthony Aralata, my opinion. So if you're going to take up their cause, you're going to get hit back. Matter of fact, you have my phone number. Why can't you pick up my phone number and call me? Because you're just like these other clowns. They got my phone number, but they rather go do a live show or put a statement out there. And the people that you did this show, when you did this show today, know who you're talking about, me. But the only difference between you and me is I'll mention your name and the cowardly little man called Jeff Nadeau, who I've embarrassed in a debate once. He hates that. A man that I made get up his chair and show us how tall he is, hated that. You used to call me every Friday night when you were drunk, Jeff. Every Friday night for months, I got a call from you. Do you remember? And you'd be so drunk, I wouldn't even know what you were saying. I said, Jeff, go home safe. Good. But you did call me for several months. So you know what side you're on now. I know what side I'm on. You stay on your side, I'll stay on my side. You mention me, I'm going to mention you. These other clowns, they can mention me. I don't care if they mention me. Because their shows ain't going to do a damn thing to me. Your show will. So I'm going to hit you back, Jeff. One last thing, Jeff. What's your record this year with the games? What was it last year? Are there any pages up called SCAMDU? Pages named after you? Because you was, think about that. We can get into all that stuff too. People, I didn't want to go here, but this little clown's going to hit me, so I'm going to hit him back. Everybody take care. And this got me off the show I was going to do, but I just want people to let people know that the rats have found a new spokesman, 5'2" Jeff Nadeau. Take care, people. Please sub to my channel if you haven't. Please like this video. Take care.